I know this mic works. I don't have to do my 1, 2, 3 check. I guess I just did it. Anyways, it's late, man. Late choco pie is different from early morning choco pie. That guy's crazy. So we're gonna keep it real chill, real calm. You know what I'm saying? Real chill. Alright. I have played this game before. I just forgot on what console. It's a very chill game. I hope I don't get copyrighted. I'm so sick of copywriting. But I don't think this game has original music, so I don't think they would copyright it. But regardless, let's not take any risk here. Well, you know what? I am gonna take the risk. Ooh, if using headset, this setting should be turned on for a better experience. Alright. Play sounds at the same volume in each ear if using headphones. Why? What is this? Listening environment. Middle ground between quiet and it's already giving me stress relief. Oh my god. Dude, I'm telling you, man. I can't say I hate Wuchang because I'm close to the end of beating it. But when you play games like that, or Remnant 2, like where it just like just punishes and punish you, for me, I can't. I need something to relax me. Games are supposed to be fun, right? And those games are fun. It's just sometimes I like to relax. And I'm tired of getting my butt whooped out. So it's nice to just chill. And I'm watching Invincible Season 3, so we're just relaxed. I can't remember if it's a rock climbing game, basically. But I can't remember if I beat this or not. I know I got very close on this one, too. We got Mr. Freakout over here on Invincibles. If I'm being honest with myself, I just watch Invincible for the action scenes. I really don't like the story plot. Like, everything's getting too real, man. Used to be movies and games were just about fantasy, you know, like, and once in a while there's realistic stuff. It's like, all superhero movies wants to make it like, what would happen if superheroes were real? What would happen if, all their fights killed thousands of people? Like, dude, I want to watch something that brings me peace, joy, happiness, not depression, S-word thoughts, and just like, you know, I said it before, IRL is way more joyful, depressing, happy, demonic, peaceful. It's just real life is just so crazy, man. That's why most of us, the whole cinematic thing in TVs came into place to entertain us, to let us not focus too much on IRL life sometimes, and just like a little escapism, man. But now every show, every game wants to be so hardcore. Every TV show wants to be so relatable to everything bad going around right now. It's like, it's just getting suffocating. Maybe I'm the only one that thinks like that. I feel suffocated. We got a long journey. Oh, I forgot about that thing. I do remember. Yeah, I did play this on the PC, and I remember I did enjoy it. Or did I play this on VR? Man, I can't remember. Yeah. No, that's a good rock. Yeah. Ooh, the sounds nice. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm beginning to remember. I haven't played this on the PS5, so I don't feel any vibrations yet. So I hope they have haptic feedback or something. Okay, means the rope is wound and one had to keep it open. Okay. How do I plug this? Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. So nice. So peaceful. Just terrified heights. Can't believe I went to Hawaii with us. Was it paragliding? Now I did cheat with some anxiety medication. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm still amazed that I did that because it's something I would never ever think of, dream of doing. Like I was terrified, man. My wife was screaming of joy in the air, even though she's scared of roller coasters. But while I was in the air, I couldn't stop cursing because I was so scared. And I made a little vlog about it, but I remember when we went and we did that. It's just nothing against everybody on that boat was so nice, but we were the last to go. Unfortunately, almost reminded me the first time I rode an actual roller coaster with my wife, and a kid cut in front of us, and I could have sat next to my wife. But we were the last people to go up, and the only problem was, like I said, nothing against everyone was nice, but half the boat was full with very big ladies. Talking about like 300-pound ladies. And it's not about being fat at this point. It's just I was so scared that the rope would break and I would die because we're the last one. So I thought, what if the rope started like stretching too much? But man, of course, you know, those ropes are meant to hold like hopefully at least like 1,000 pounds or something. But you know, it's the fear, man. Like I said, don't take it in the wrong way. I'm not making fun of fat people. I used to be one, but dang, I was scared. Yeah. All right, so if I remember this game correctly, okay, so I place those. I unzip my. Oh, you only get four of these. Okay. Whoa. Okay, then jump up. How did I do that again? Oh no no no! Right stamina. Oh yes. Okay, let's keep moving, buddy. Yeah, there's no haptic feedback that I can feel. Kind of disappointing. Yeah, I feel like if this game put haptic feedback on a PS5, it'd be amazing. Maybe there is. I just don't see why they wouldn't put it automatically. Or maybe it doesn't. Controller vibration. So weird. There hasn't been any vibration, dog. Okay. Well, we put it to the max now, so. And there's no adaptive triggers either, so. Uh, let's just make double sure. Okay. Climb. The climb and jump buttons do not need to be held down. I think that's good. Grab holds automatically when jumping. Grab hold. Blah, 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 blah. Why is... Wait, what? Wait, what? Invert, hold, and release. Invert's the button used to grip and release. I kind of want to make the game a little bit harder. So I wouldn't mind. I definitely want hints where to go. Just a little confused. I want the stamina meter. Rapple mode. In alternate mode, there is no need to hold down. Jump assistance. I put that as a no, but I don't really understand what the heck it means. Grab holds automatically when jumping. Yeah, no, we're gonna keep that as a no. Okay. Peaceful. Relax. Relax. Press R2. I do remember there was a couple points in this game that I got kind of stuck because I was a little confused, but not too bad. Triangle is another way of grabbing or letting go of holds, depending on whether or not you're already gripping. Triangle is another way of gripping. Oh, I see. So it's circle. So nope. I do like how it's not like a glowing thing for what you can grab, but you gotta kind of tell from the rocks. There is another rock climbing game coming out in the near future. It's a little bit more advanced. Another sleep turning over stones at the old delta. Okay. Hopping it, skipping it, yeah, baby. Place here. Oh, okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let yourself drop down. Oh, I see. Ah. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here? Come on, buddy. There we go. Good job. Great job. Whew, almost fell down right there. So that's another way to get down, I'm assuming. Oh, we're supposed to climb higher, right? What the heck? Uh-oh. Controls. Something just doesn't... It feels weird. Simplified. No, we don't want simplified. Yeah, there we go. I was like, man, what's going on? Like, it felt too easy. See, that makes sense, like having control of one arm and the other arm. Yeah, yeah. If you play this on Simplify, as far as this game goes, you're robbing yourself of the experience. Because this is what this is all this game is. It's literally rock climbing. There ain't much more to this game than this. The rope can be attached to most surfaces by holding down triangle. You only have a little width. Whoa. Dang, you got long. I didn't know. I didn't know you could go that far. Okay. Go back. He fully he's Superman. He's flying, homie. He's flying all the way to the moon. Alright. I'm a little lost at what they want me to do here, but alright. Just go with the flow. Good. Oh, nothing to grab there. Okay. What do you want me to do? I see marks right here. Oh, is it this? Gotcha. Aha. Not that stressful. Another one right there. Look at the boy go, man. I'm so strong. I'm so strong. There's no way that arm would have worked like that. That's crazy. Well, actually, maybe. I watched some rock climbing videos, man. Those guys are crazy strong. I'll probably kill someone with just their hand grip throat, man. Peaceful, relaxing. Everybody's chilling. No, no, no. It's down there. It's kind of sad, like the atmosphere of this game. It's like it's peaceful, but it's kind of sad because there used to be a lot of people living on this island. Now it's just complete dead. They all moved on. Sometimes in life, people move on, man. If I had it my way, I probably never would have left Texas. But I am grateful that I did. Probably dead if I was still in Texas. Chill. This fool got some arms, man. Look at this fool. Come on, man. No one's stronger than this kid, man. Look at this boy right now. One hand, what's up? What's up? Other hand, little wave to the fans. What's good with you, man? Hello, madam. Bruh, this kid is crazy, guys. All to place onions. Oh, the onions help. I see. Onion. Aha. Wait, how does that help? Can I grab one? Oh, see. How does placing that actually? Hold to jump. Hold to jump. Hold to jump. Oh, that's hold to jump. Wait, what did I just read? Oh, no. You know what? Let's just relax. Just relax real quick. We'll figure this out. Hold to load. That's what I was doing. But crap, homie. Well, this is where our adventure ends. Yo, what am I supposed to do for real? Oh my gosh. That's what it. Nice. No, 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 no. You climb back. No. Or what am I doing? I don't think it's the right way. Yeah, I don't think I did what the game wanted me to do, but if it works, it works. Unfortunately, if I have to use that tactical, I might be cool. Oh boy, that gives me a little bit, man. I don't know how girls feel, man, because I know how men feel if you're scared of heights. Like you feel this tucking of your male sack, and you feel it in the little lower bits of your stomach. I wonder if women feel the same way. I know definitely they don't feel the same way when they get kicked in the crotch, I'll tell you that. That's like so King of the Hill. Bobby, he learns self-defense because he's getting bullied, but it's a woman's self-defense class. So he kicks people in the balls, and he says, "That's my purse." And he even kicks his freaking dad in the balls, man. Like, that's what I'm talking about white people. Like, I heard my white friends say, yeah, I fought my dad. Like, I would never, even if I could beat up my dad, ever think about putting my hands on my pops, man. As an Asian, like, that's the highest level of disrespect. Even if your parents abuse you, it's like, you just don't do that, dog. You know? But I remember Bobby did it. And then the end of the episode ends with him kicking his mom in the crotch. And she doesn't have balls, so she basically bullies him at the end. And that's how it ends. But I'm still thinking, it's still gotta hurt getting kicked in the crotch regardless if you have the male genitalia or not. But it's a cartoon show. I don't want to replenish my stamina. I'm still good to go. Like, oh yeah. That's what Peggy Hill said. I will be honest, I absolutely. The more and more as the season's gone on, I hate Peggy Hill. Like, hate is a strong word, but I really hate her personality. She is extremely selfish, prideful, and arrogant. And she has the mindset of people that I just really hate. People that think they're super smart and they know everything, but they're not willing to look at reason. And then she got such a nice husband, but he kind of feeds into it, to her addiction almost. Because Hank is actually an amazing husband, super patient and willing to let his wife think that she is smart to make her feel good, which is a good husband. But at the same time, it's not a good tactic when you're raising kids, right? Like, maybe for your wife, yeah, but then again, she never learns. Every episode seems like after season 8, it's all about Peggy and her being stupid, like being completely selfish. It's like there's one where like they both get a motorcycle for couples therapy, and yeah, Hank was being a little bit of a hoo-ha, not letting her drive the motorcycle. But let's be honest, in motorcycle culture, and I've seen it, I don't even drive motorcycles. The back of the seat is the bitch spot, man. And if you're going to a biker rally where they all meet up and they know the rules, and Peggy wanted to drive so bad, and I guess Hank should have let her drive a couple times. But to be honest, it's very demeaning for a man. And yeah, you can say 2025 or whatnot, but no, we know. It's just very demeaning. But he's still willing to do that. He had a great time. That's why he's a good husband, man. Peggy's such a selfish little twat. My opinions. I've actually went on Reddit because I was so pissed off, hoping other people would think like me. I know y'all do it too, man. Sometimes people want just other people to think like them. And yeah, but that doesn't mean you're right, just because people agree with you. But it was nice to see that I wasn't the only one irritated with Peggy Hill. But then I do see there's always one hates, there's another person that always disagrees or feels differently. And I've seen the others that said, no, I loved her. And I'm like, what was there to love about her? Are you out of your mind? But you know what? Like I always say, to each their own, baby. You know, I can't tell anybody else how to live their life, man. I just gotta live my life the best way I can and try to be a good person while I'm doing it. That's all I can do. My maintenance guy who's been with me for 2 years is leaving. It's kind of sad. You know, I haven't actually been to my business like my wife has, but it's still sad because I really enjoyed his company. Took him to church. You know, he stressed me out many times, but I tried my best to help him. And I was a little bit irritated in the evening, but my wife told me something very nice. It was just her and him alone, and he put in this 2-week notice because he got a better paying job, which, you know, I never. It really sucks for me because it's hard to find a maintenance guy, but I never want to keep my employees if they find a better job because they got families to feed. So, you know, I gave him a talk yesterday saying I appreciate everything and I wish him all the best. But my wife told me he was talking to her, just saying, "Oh, Chokai, he saved my life when I was homeless. Like, he was the only one that fed me. He was the only one that helped me with money." And he said, "When I get rich, I'm gonna make sure I pay him." And I'm like, I know him very well. He's not gonna pay me, but the sentiment was actually very nice to hear, man. But to be honest, it's only to the God, man, that I do that. Many people have helped me in my life, and I feel like it'd be a disservice for me not to help other people. Whoa, God, man, that's terrifying. But like I said, us humans, we want affection, man, verbal or physical. And even though I didn't hear it myself, I was very happy to hear what he told my wife, that he appreciated everything I've done for him throughout the years. You know, I didn't do those stuff for that reason. And as a business owner, sometimes I did think because I needed the guy, but a lot of things is because I actually cared for him. So I'm glad he was able to notice that. And I hope he keeps going to church. That's one thing I tried my best to. I only help if people help me and preach to me the gospel, man. If I didn't do that'd be a selfish, whack job, man. Oh, dang, Johnny boy. Dang, Johnny boy, you got me good with the hold my. That's my purse line. uh, that's my purse. Oh, so peaceful. Oh, there's the vibration on the controller. They should have done it while you're climbing. I don't know if that thing is cute or disgusting. It looks like a butt, dog. But it looks kind of cute. Man, I think about it. That's the second person that's actually left my business over the 7 years. And I've tried to treat everyone well. You know, there's been some bad times where my anger got the best of me, but I try to treat people well, man. And I think, yeah, he's the second person. It's almost like God is trying to rewind some of the mistrust that people put into me owning this business. Two managers almost ruined my business. Had many employees steal from me. Many just ghosted me, never showed back up to work, even though I took care of them and helped them out. And I held all those bitterness. And I finally feel like, hey, I had one girl I lent money to recently, and she hasn't paid me back all the way, but she's been sticking by, and she paid me half of it. It's all good. She couldn't pay me back, then I'd be fine with that as well. But I just remember another white girl that used to work for me, and I really liked her as an employee, and she had some money from me, and I lent it to her. She said my car broke down, and I said, pay me when you can. Well, she decided to just ghost and quit the job, screw me over because she couldn't pay, and then she had the audacity to find another hotel job in this small city. And funny enough, it was the same. It's my friend's hotel. So I was bitter back then. So I told my friend fire her ass. You know, at this point, I probably wouldn't have said that, even though she screwed me over. But now I have another girl, same kind of girl, worked really good, was good to me, and she asked me for money, and she's been pretty good on her words. And now I have my maintenance guy who's leaving. I've had every single maintenance guy has either quit on me or left a bad taste in my mouth, except for maybe one guy I'm thinking of. But they've all been terrible, dog. Like I said, one almost ruined my whole business to the ground. But now I have this maintenance guy that for 2 years been a pain in my head at times, but also been a friend of mine. And now he's finding another job, and he's leaving with a 2 weeks notice in good terms. So it's very nice. I feel like I could let all the bitterness go away that I held on to for all these years. And that's only because of God, man. The companions echo triggers elements. Oh. See. Okay, so we should put that one right there. And then do a little loop. There we go. You're so strong. Yeah, you're so strong. The thing is so. Oh, man, there was a movie back then that the little slime thing was green. It was a black comedy movie. It was such an old movie. Well, rarely people probably Flubber or something. It was the name of it. Such an old movie. I think it was Eddie Murphy who was in it. Could be wrong. So what do we do here? Flubber, what are we supposed to do here, boy? I need your help. Oh. Aha. Thanks, huh? Is that it? Let's keep it moving. I could do this. I wish I could go back in time and change some of the interactions I had with people. There's a lot of people that screwed me over in my life. But then again, when I was younger, I've screwed over so many people that I feel like some of this must be karma or God teaching me a lesson. 'Cause, oh, you went Marie. Oh, snap. I need to hold on to that. Okay, let's take a break, buddy. Dude, I know I can grab onto that. There's gotta be. That's crazy. Hold on. Hold on. Let's think about this. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. So if I put it there, sorry, I missed something. Aha! I don't know if that's the right way, but it works. Oh god, man. I don't know if it's just me, but like this kind of look like barnacles that you see on ships and stuff. Dude, oh god, barnacles. Oh, it makes me want to throw up. It's just something about them. Just makes me think of parasites, man. Ooh, rock bounce. People who do that online is crazy, man. They got so much patience. If I just jump down, do I just start over from the bottom? Ooh, oh yeah, I remember this. You gotta hurry up this thing. Not hold down. Hoodie, 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 hoodie. Oh, oh, so relaxing. Yo, you need to chill out with that pound stuff, young man. 1, 2, 3. My wife's been working so hard. I want to help her. I think this is so bad. I gotta focus on my mental health, man. We get our sleep back. Jumping or double jumping allows you to go higher without being attached to him. Dude, this is as high as this guy's super strong, but this is the highest he can jump. I find that funny. Oh, I'm sure I do. There hasn't. I'm sure no kid in this world, unless they haven't been to a beach, has not done that at least once in your life. And it is weird that you can hear like some kind of sound waves going through. Man, oh yeah, I was talking about. Might as well share this. like I said, I don't ever know who listens, but if it's one person and it helps you out, I feel like I'm doing all right, man. For why I'm doing this whole streaming thing. Excuse me. But man, I kept having this dream all the time, and it comes at random times, man. Sometimes it happens after days I fight with my wife, but like I'm always with a different woman, and then at the end of the dream, and it's usually like, where I'm on a date with some girl or something, but like, usually not really sex involved in the dreams. It's just I'm with another woman, you know, and then at the end I always try to find my wife. Like she just pops up, but mostly in my dreams when I'm married, she's still my girlfriend in my dreams. And I'm just thinking, dang, I need to get back with my girlfriend. Like I need my girl. Like I don't like these girls, man. And yesterday I had a dream like that. And it was a weird one, man. I still remember it because it impacted me so weirdly when I woke up. Like I was with this white chick I was out to date, and then I just remember some stuff happened, and I just remember I think me and her got into it a little bit. But no, actually the date, it was like a date dream, so the date went well and stuff. Let's say it. And then yeah, she even paid for some of the stuff, and I remember in the dream thinking, man, yeah, she's a pretty cool girl, man, or whatever. But then later on, like we got into it, and then I went to this party, and I'm just thinking, man, I need to find my wife. But I can never find her in these dreams, man. And I'm like, dang, I miss my wife, man. But then crazy thing is, and then I go to a house party like I did back in the day. And then my Indian friend from middle school is there, Mr. Bob. That's his actual name. Middle school to high school, he called himself Bob. But I'm like, me and Bob's there, and then the police comes because there's some drugs or something that I got. I always have drugs for some reason in my dreams. But then, no, the girl, no, it wasn't drugs. It's hard to remember dreams sometimes, man. This girl called the police on me. The same girl I believe that I was dating in the beginning. And she called the police because she said I sold her a fake VR headset or something, and it wasn't what I promised, and she was doing this whole Karen thing. And I was like, what the heck? And then Bob lied about his name to the police for me and stuff. And it was just a whole ordeal. And then that's why I was like, man, I want my wife back, because at least my wife is patient, and I don't have to go through this nonsense again with women. Like the first date can be very nice, but it can you'll go. I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time when you date a woman, man or woman, where you go from lovey-dovey to yeah, just average daily stuff, man. But so we're at this party, and the white girl calls the police, and then my Indian friend lies to the police, and all this is going on. And then I find drugs there, and I'm just like trying to search for the drugs, and all this crazy crap's happening. And then I see my parents there at the same party, and I'm like, what the freak is going on? And then, funny enough, the dream is coming to an end, and I talk to my mom, and then before I leave the house party, I see my dad, and my dad is not a Christian, and I see him holding hands, but I see him his face is awkward because I know my dad. It would be very uncomfortable for him to hold other people's hands and pray, but I see him praying for people, and I'm like, what is happening here? And then my mom and all of us are leaving the house, and I asked my mom, like, Mom, dude, where did you guys come from? Like, this is supernatural, dude. Like, you just randomly came to this white boys party that I came to like, this gotta be God. And I told her this. And then while I'm walking out, I see my grandpa. But I see all the rest of my family's faces. But I see my grandpa at the back of the porch as my parents are walking down the stairs. But I can't see my grandpa's face. And I'm thinking in my head at that time, I was like, man, I really want to give my grandpa a hug. But I couldn't do it. And then I wake up. And then I prayed. And I was grateful that my wife is my wife. But then I teared up a little bit because, yeah, for some reason, Dream wouldn't let me see my grandpa's face, and I couldn't even hug him in my dream. But my grandpa died this year. He's the only family, like real family member to me that actually passed away in my whole life. I'm 35. I just don't have a lot of family. It's just a weird dream. And I remember praying to God and tearing up a little bit, thinking, dang, I wish I could have just hugged my grandpa in my dream, man. But it's weird that my dad was there, who was not a Christian, praying for people, and my grandpa was in there. It's almost like God was trying to tell me something. He's trying to tell me multiple things, it felt like. One, I still got some addiction issues I need to deal with. And two, I think my wife is precious. I have to have more patience for her. Because, yeah, now I'm learning that might be it for the whole wife situation. Because every time I'm dating other girls in my dreams, I always think, man, my wife is so much more patient and better than all these women I'm dating. And I know that to be a fact, because I've seen my other people's wives, and I've dated other people. There ain't nobody better than my wife, dog. Ain't nobody. Like, somehow I found the right Asian woman in this generation of freaking crazy men and women that has no ethics and morale, and that just divorce people so fast. And somehow I got lucky with my wife. She's been through hell with me, man. I've been a bastard at times. Just all sorts of problems, man. 13 years gone. Johnny, I see your text, Johnny. I just didn't want to interrupt my story. But, yeah, very strange, man. I feel like God's saying that my dad is going to become a Christian. And my wife is definitely patient, so I need to be more gentle with her. And unfortunately, I didn't get to hug my grandpa. But the fact is, my grandpa was there with our family while they were doing Christian things. So, who knows, man? I don't interpret dreams. I don't know. And that's what I feel like now that I'm speaking about it. Very interesting. Thought it was a bad dream, but actually it wasn't that bad. What do we do? Skywalker? Dude, I'm so lost. I think I'm supposed to. Yeah, it's gotta be over there, right? Maybe. Darn it. I gotta get closer. Oh, come on. That should have reached it. Maybe that will? Oh, wait a minute. It's all the way up there. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah. I've had very random dreams my whole entire life, but I'm telling you, there is some dreams that you should pay attention to, even if you're not a Christian. Marvel made this whole thing. Dreams are multiverses of our different selves. That's a load of bullshit, but other than that, dreams do mean something. Dreams are probably insecurities you have that your mind is trying to show you. Or for me, myself, I think it's more of a spiritual thing for me. But if you're not spiritual yourself, then like I said, think of it as your mind or your spiritual body or your whatever telling yourself, hey man, there's something going on that's bothering you. And you need to figure out what the heck that is. held all the way down. Just go. Where do we go, Padawan? Man, I will say, dude, I do miss my grandpa, man. It's so weird in life, man. I hated his guts. I even said when I was young, I wish you would die with my dad. And I regret those words to this day, saying that. But they were just so abusive and so mean. They were just so bad to me when I was a young boy, man. But something just changed. It's so crazy how someone that could be, you could like wish for them to die and they're your family, but then out of nowhere, they change and you love them so much, man. Like, it's just so crazy. My grandpa used to beat the crap out of me. I hated the man. And then all of a sudden, he believed in Jesus. And he just turned into a totally different person. And ever since then, I just loved him. Even though he had others, grandchildren on my uncle's side, they never gave a crap about him. So it was only me and my sister that would call my grandpa. Not call him every time. And after the age of 18, you know, always say, just make sure you thank God and pray. Thank God and pray. Praise God. And I'm like, who is this guy, man? This ain't the same grandpa I remember when I was in 15, 14, 12 years old. Like, this guy is a different man. And I love this man. Like, everything bad he ever did to me when I was young, it's all forgiven and gone. It's crazy how that can happen. Like, some of the things I've been through, like, normal people would never forgive. It's all praise God. God, I gotta reach that thing, but I don't know how to do it. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I did not see you there. Right on. I'm gonna say thank you, Grandpa, for that one, man. If anybody listens to this other than my favorite Johnny boy over here, hopefully this ain't too depressing of a conversation. In life, you gotta deal with these things regardless if you don't want to or not. So you gotta deal with it in healthy ways, man. I really didn't think I could handle my grandpa passing away because I had addiction issues since last year. And even with all that, God still made a way, man. The day I found out he died, I'm still having addiction issues, but I remember I was praying that morning, and it's been a while since I was praying, and God had me reading some kind of book, a Christian self-help book. And after I read that book, I felt so at peace that I even called my manager telling him, man, I feel so at peace right now. I'm so happy. And God is so good. And then my sister says, hey, pray. I think Grandpa's dead. And I'm like, God, why would you let this happen right now? I finally feel better mentally. But I see why. He got me mentally prepared to accept my grandpa dying that day. Because otherwise, just the day before, if I heard that news, I would have had a mental breakdown and probably went to go take hardcore drugs and like OD or whatever, man. Like, just one day changed everything. And God set it up so perfectly that I was able to handle what was about to transpire in my life. I said, God is the master chess player. You can never outbeat God on how he does things, man. A lot of people ask, why do bad things happen? Well, I don't know why all bad things happen, but God does. Just some things have to happen, even though it's terrible. It might not seem fair as humans, but if you made something and you're the God of this universe, you could have been an God. He could have been a tyrant. But our God is a good God. Just for that fact alone, we should appreciate it. Like, we are like nothing but ants to him, supposedly. We should be, but he considers us his children. Like, if you made something, that's just like your creation, like a robot AI you made. So us humans are getting close to that weird point. Like, we're making artificial intelligence, but we think we are still the boss of it. We don't love it, right? But we have this being that supposedly created everything, and he loves us. That he could have been a being that created everything, but he could have been an evil one, that's selfish, that made us worship him without us wanting to. Completely mind controlled us and used us as like the Matrix did to farm their selves or whatever. Like, it could have been real wild out there, man. But fortunately for us, we got a good God, man. No matter how many bad things happen in this world, God being good will not change. Bad things happen in this world is because of us humans. Free will makes bad things happen, man. Alright. So I know I was supposed to go up here. Hey, little blue Smurfy, I need you to stop herming. I'm trying to concentrate here. Oh, whoa, whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is there another way? Maybe we go down here, homie? John said, big boy, come pick up your phone ringing. What does that even mean, John? Johnny is still young, so when I I notice this, Johnny, about you. Every time I talk about something a little bit serious or depressing, it's a joke. But I know that very well because I do the same thing when I was your age. It's a defense mechanism, man. Which is fine. Humans need to create defense mechanisms or else you can't survive mentally at some points in your life. John says the best time to joke around. No, not really, Johnny. But I understand you. That's why I don't get mad at you for it. I've been your age. I've been exactly how your mind thinks. You know, even though I think I was cooler than you, but you know, see, that's a joke. But not really. Yeah, I'm joking. Anyways, there's just some points you'll understand, man. Don't worry, you'll understand. You're smart, John. I always told you you're a smart dude, man. As you get older, you'll know all this nonsense Chocobai used to say, or maybe you won't even remember me, but you'll have like a little memory of maybe this thought that comes into your mind. Maybe it's something I said to you 10 years ago, and you'll be like, oh, dang, did I come up with that? And it could have been from me. Who knows, man? But regardless, it's gonna happen because you're a smart guy, man. John says his friend said he sounds like Otto a little bit. Otto is from an anime called ReZero. I wouldn't recommend the anime because it's grotesque and violent. Johnny would because he doesn't understand what you watch can corrupt you. But who am I to say? I've watched anime my whole life. The merchant guy does fit you a little bit better though, Johnny. Definitely more better than Roswell, I'll tell you right now. Why would I want to go back down instead of up? Oh. Wait a minute. Oh man, that's just a checkpoint. Alright, so there's the elevator there. Excuse my voice. You did a good job picking auto, John. That fits it way better. Roswell, I don't want to. Like I said, I'm too nice for my own good, man. You think I, you might think I'm too blunt sometimes, but honestly, no. I'm way too nice, man. I really do not like to hurt people's feelings. But Roswell is just not you, man. But someone like Otto's voice and his character, personality wise, with your voice would be a lot easier and better for you than Roswell, who I still feel like might be a homosexual. The anime doesn't say he is, but he just has that feeling. Or he's just a very eccentric man, and you gotta have that voice. Otto is a perfect match. Oh, another elevator. What is the purpose? Oh, there we go. I hope you get to do this thing with these guys, man. You know, I know they're not paying you, but if you enjoy what you did, it could really turn into a good passion for you. Because I know when I first met you, you said, "Oh, I'm gonna live on disability for the rest of my life," and I told you that is the most pathetic way a human can live, unless you have cancer or you seriously cannot do anything. But I've seen people with no limbs making money, giving motivational speeches to people, and living life. The last thing I would want is for you to live life and not have a purpose. And that's why I don't like people. A lot of people in America take advantage, and when your family needs to take advantage of disability and stuff like that, you should definitely take advantage of it. You know, if you're struggling financially and stuff. But if you had a choice to find a job or anything, a passion, something to progress your life, it is always better than doing nothing with your life, man. Because your life is only once, and it's definitely precious, man. So maybe this will be a big start for you to get into this whole voice acting, man. That's something even with a disability, you don't need physical strength or nothing. So it should be no problem. As long as you don't lose your voice. Didn't we just come down? Oh, no, we didn't. It's Mr. Frago. Mr. Frago. I need you to do that thing, man. Thank you, Blue Boy. Nah, man, there's no jinxing it, John. It's either you get it or you don't. There ain't no such thing as that. Don't worry about it. You'll get it or you won't. It sounds very callous, but it's true. You either get it or you won't, man. And if you don't get it, like I said, it's not the end of the world. Try out for another one. Keep trying, brother. John said, "Trust me, this abridged series will have some funny moments. That'll be good. Because I told you I'll watch it. So it'll be good to see how it works out." Yeah, they better know how to do the humor. I know you're not the ones coming up with the lines, right? So I'm not gonna blame you if it's cringy. I'm gonna blame those guys that made you voice acting that cringy nonsense if it's cringy. I told you there's a fine line between being a funny person. Most of my friends considered me a funny guy when I was younger, and being cringy. I've been through both. I tested out my work in high school. There was times I was extremely cringy and embarrassed myself, and times I was very funny. But it's a fine line, man. No, it doesn't need to be my humor. Like I said, I'm older than you, different generation. What I think is cringy might be something that your generation loves. I told you I had to hide anime when I was young, man. You could watch it and look cool. Different generations. But even if it is, I'll support you and watch it. But like I said, it wouldn't be your fault if it's cringy. It'd be those guys' fault because you're just a voice actor. Ooh, look at me already calling you a voice actor when you're not an actor just yet, huh? I can't inflate you too much, man. Getting an inflated ego is never good. Good. John said, I almost might be one in the alleyway goons. Uh, is that where he first dies and stuff from the first season? I got a lot better at reading people's comments. God, that was cringy for me to do, I'll be honest. But I got better at it. John said yes. I always made fun of the YouTuber that did that. So look at him repeating people's comments like a robot. You're so cringe. You gotta be careful what you say, man. Because one day you might be doing the same thing. Now I'm the cringe. Johnson is gonna be a French alley boy. He said wait goo, but I know he meant something else. And I don't really know what the French alley means. Like I said, I've watched anime Johnny, but it's not my favorite, so I don't really remember too much about it other than the last season I just watched. Oh, I did not think he was gonna be able to do a good job, but boy. I know, man, I'm getting so old, man. Some youngster commented on my YouTube about one of these songs that I posted on there that I misinterpreted because it wasn't in my language. But she said cocaine, so I thought it was about cocaine use. And he said something crazy. He's like, no, he didn't say anything crazy. He's like, I don't like this song. It gives me anxiety. And I wrote him a whole paragraph, nothing against him. I said, oh man, no, it's completely normal. And I almost felt like I was lecturing. And he's like, no, it's all right. It's not that deep, bro. That's what he said to me. And then I wrote him another little paragraph saying, yeah, I'm getting to that dinosaur age where I'm lecturing young people all the time. I'm a boomer, man. We here. John said, I just hope they do Konosuba next. I would love to be Kazuma. Yeah. I don't know why John. I don't know how many times I have to tell Johnny why I don't really remember anime names. Um, but he always tells me these things, like when these stupid Fortnite skins are out, that I do not give a shit about. But it's okay. Now on this one, it's just I have no idea what any of those names are or what that is. So John, how many times are you gonna make me do this? Give me more explanation. Give me more details so I understand what the heck you're talking about, dog. You keep this name off name. I'm not like you just watching anime all day. Actually, that's a complete lie. I've watched anime all day today. watching Mission Yakisoba, so that'd be a complete lie. But I just don't know what the heck that means. John said Kazuma is the MC of Konosuba. It's also the anime character I share a birthday with. You mentioned that yesterday, Konosuba. Yeah, and I think I said I looked it up and it was anime I watched a long time ago. You need to give me more context, John, man. You always make me sound rude, man. You know I'm a nice guy, man. If anybody else might think I'm a jackass, dog, because of you, dude. like a little like a nephew to me. So I talk to you like a nephew. But anybody else is like, why is this guy so rude to this guy? I'm like, nah, man, because of this fool's fault. How many times I tell you, give me more. I need more detail to understand what you're saying. You can't just give me all these crazy Japanese names and expect me to memorize this stuff. John, do you know what ROI is? ROI. This is such a stupid, funny, petty thing to say. I'm laughing at myself, man. John said RY question mark real YouTube? No, ROI. R and O and I. I was just being facetious, but now I'm using big words, sorry. See, Choco Pie knows how to joke too sarcastically, man. I was raised in America. You know, funny enough, Korean people don't joke sarcastically because they're very blunt people. So, yeah, I had to learn that the hard way. It's a more of an American thing. And Japanese people don't either. I don't even think there is a word for sarcasm. I don't know. Real on rice? That's what I said. John said real on ice. I said real on rice. I was gonna give him props, but then again, that wouldn't fit the characters I gave him. That's what's on my mind all the time. Rice, homie. No, John. ROI means return on investment, man. It means you put money in, like a business, and you expect a return of your funds in the future. So it's honestly the most basic level of most people know what that word is. So now you know something. I didn't know what it meant at your age either, so don't worry. But most people by the age of 20 will know what the heck that word is. So it's good for you to know. So that you can shove it in other people's faces and think you're smart. What's with all this moaning, little boy? Just climb, man. You don't need to make all these weird sounds, homie. Damn, what am I supposed to do? Hold up. Let's think about this. Let's think about this, man. Let's think about this for a second. Oh, I thought I could grab the barnacles. I thought this was a boy. Why does his all sound female? Let's look at him. Nah, he's way too old to not have his balls drop. And he looks like a boy. Well, he could be a female, I guess. But I think it's a boy. But his voice definitely... He didn't get his big boy voice yet. When he looks like he's at least 17. Still need to get his big boy voice. Where's your big boy voice, man? Stop playing with me. Could have grabbed that. Okay. That's what I'm talking about, Yakisoba. That's what I'm talking about, Yakisoba-chan. Good job, buddy. Yo, I honestly, that anime you recommended me, John, is a chef's kiss, man. It's such a good one. I liked it, but I keep forgetting the names. I keep calling it Yakisoba. Or no, it's not that. I don't know what the name is. I just don't know how to pronounce it. So it's Yakisoba until I know how to pronounce it. I honestly, John's recommended a couple animes to me, and all of them has been a miss. Now we've talked about a lot of anime together, but in the past he's recommended me anime, and it's like he said, "Oh, you're Christian, so I'll give you a very spiritual one." No, the one he gave me was complete blasphemy, and like not my style of anime. I hated it. But finally, he recommended me one, and I was honestly really thinking he wasn't gonna hit the mark, but he hit the mark. Like I love Sakamoto Days right now, and this other anime I'm watching from his recommendation really hit that itch. He got me good. He doesn't hit the mark all the time, Johnny Boy. You know, a lot of time he misses the mark with me, but that one he hit the mark good. So I have to give him his flowers for that one. John said, try Buddy Daddy's next. What the heck? Are you sure? That name is why I stopped. He said, the anime's name is Buddy Daddy's next. It's kind of like Spy X Family. If y'all don't know what Spy X Family, that's another anime that I can, Chocopa can recommend. Now, yes, there's gore, but other than like a little bit of action gore, you know, there's not a lot of nudity. I mean, not a lot. There's barely any. Has a sweet little home, comedy vibe, family. You know, I don't just like spy stuff. It's just I need comedy. I need like some good action scenes and just like just good. But John said it's not gay. I don't think it's about says adopting a kid. I don't think it's about spy. It's about adopting a kid. Oh, interesting. Okay, that might actually be good. Hey, it's not your fault that Japanese people are weird with their anime names, man. So I can't blame you for that. I'm gonna take a snap picture of that one. Buddy Daddies. It sounds so gay though, dude. But then some animes like in English, like the name is like the boy who traveled to another realm and fought the Demon King, or my next life as a slime monster. Blah blah blah. Dude, they literally have some titles. Americans would never do this, but some Japanese anime has like 2 sentences for their title for their anime. Like what? Why? Like it's. I know Japanese don't really have a sarcastic humor base. I don't think they do at least, or maybe they do. I could be wrong because either they're trolling us Americans with their like crazy names, or there's an inside joke with Japanese anime that we Westerners just don't understand. Because yeah, we laugh about it. It's like, oh yeah, why is the name so long? But it's like, dude, why is it so damn long? Or why is it so weird? The name of the anime must be a Jap Western thing that we can't comprehend with Japanese. John says there's action. It has comedy as well. Oh, that's good then. Yeah. I'm probably. It's 11:24. Probably by tomorrow I'll finish Mission Yakisoba, and then I'll probably try out the anime too. I really do like anime. Just tired of all the depressing animes they've been showing out, man. It's like people in this generation love being depressed or something, and they like to show it off. Like so many women, excuse me while I say this, even my wife, She posted a video of herself crying on her TikTok. Like, why would you do that, dog? Unless it's like for emotional reasons. Like, I just don't understand this generation. It's like, you know, let's be honest. Like, most people just post things that they're fake versions of their life. You know, I've always been pretty honest and blunt, but most people don't want to post things that make them look bad on the internet. Or actually, some do because they make money off it. But the ones that do it that don't make any money off it, I don't know what they just might have a mental issue. But you know, but I do see a lot of TikTok, or I just see my wife scrolling through, where I see girls just crying. And then there's a whole other side of TikTok too, which I just like completely deleted, or like that's why I don't look at TikTok, where it's just a bunch of people in the Middle East begging, and I feel bad for them, but it's literally they're just all they're doing is begging, like every like slide. Oh my god, I watched one, like I wasn't even trying to watch one, but it's like you feel bad, but it's almost like you feel disgusted at the same time. And you know, I'm a Christian person. I help people all the time. Like that's what I like to do, you know. But like the way they're going about it, it's almost like I don't know. It's just weird. It gives me weird vibes because they always have their children, and they put their children. It's like I've seen this in my where I live too, with some of the people. Now I don't know if they're homeless or not, but they have signs outside, and they have their children outside with them. Begging. And you know what that does? It's emotional manipulation, motherfuckers. Sorry, that one kind of got me heated a little bit. Like I said, I have a lot of sympathy for people, but I do not like when people try to do emotional manipulation. Now, there might be a very real reason that these people really need help and money, and I'm for sure some of them really do, but I am sure that some of them are gaslighting the crap out of it, trying to make funds. And even if not, man, like YouTube shorts and stuff I watch so I don't get depressed. I do not want depression on my feed, man. It's crazy, dog. Watch your mouth, kids. Watch your stream. Watch your mouth. Kids, watch your stream. Shut up, John. Yes, shut up. God, Johnny's such a troll, man. I had a youngster come in earlier, and I would try my very best to be nice to him and make sure that he did not subscribe to me. This is not a stream for... There's a specific age group that I am okay with, and I think 14 still is a little low, but I let little Alexander slide. But anything lower than that, ain't nobody should be watching my channel. I tell stories about stuff that they do not need to be hearing. You know, cussing is the least bit of their worries. Some of the stories I've told and what I've done in my life is stuff that they do not need to hear. So I don't need any youngsters subscribing to me. I've already said that earlier when I was streaming. And the first person that should watch their mouth is you to me. Little stomper shaking. Let's see. I told you again, man. If you were anywhere next to me, the amount of times you would have got slapped up by me, it would be incredibly a lot. But then I would show you love afterwards. It's the Asian way. We show you pain and then we show you love. But don't worry, you'll get used to it after a while. I got used to it. It's all fine and dandy. And kids don't watch my stream, John. I see numbers and I see which age group they usually watch my content. It's definitely not young kids. I'm glad to know that it's actually people around my age, which is actually good to know, to be honest. Puts my mind at ease, man. Because I try not to cuss, but it's a bad habit that I'm trying to stop. I got a lot better at it, though. I will say, sometimes you gotta pat yourself on the back. I don't pat myself on the back. I got a lot better at my cussing game in the last 2 days. still have my little pride as an Asian and how I grew up. It's like when little Johnny boy tries to troll with me, or he says, "Watch your mouth." Like I wouldn't even dream of telling someone older than me that I respect or even like care about to watch their mouth. Like to me that's triggering because of how I was raised. So I'm like Johnny boy, I love you, but you need to be careful with your words to Choco Pie, man. So if you say you like me so much, man, because you don't want to catch me off on an off day, man. It's, I'm human, man. We all have our bad days, man. I wouldn't have ever dreamed of telling someone who like me in their life what you just told me, dog. That's crazy, dog. You're wild for that. John, I told you I never did this to be making money, Johnny. If I make money, it'd be awesome. And ain't no way to cancel someone that's not popular, dog, or making money off of YouTube. Now, if I make money off of YouTube, that'd be different. And I always put my videos for non-kids. You have to put that when you make these videos, so you don't have to worry about that. And plus, John, how many times I said the N-word while I was streaming? I've said it more than once, so trust me. Choco Pie going, you know, I might be canceled by the internet, but I'll be fine just with it. Let's see. And for those of you guys that taking it out of context, I don't say it with the hard ER, man. I just grew up in a certain way that it was just what we used to say all the time to each other. And there was a couple times when I was streaming that I got a little pissed off, and I said it, so it is what it is. If I get canceled before the end of the year 2040, then good. I think it'll be the right time for me to stop this YouTube thing, man. But John, I appreciate what you said. I understand where your emotions come from, but learn how to check yourself too. And I tell you that out of love as well. When you meet older people and other mentors, because I sure know you will, man, in life, because I've had many, you got to learn how to talk to them appropriately, man. You got to watch certain things, just like you told me, watch your mouth for the youngsters. You got to watch what you say around people older than you that you like, man, because you could lose a relationship real fast. I would know. I've lost plenty. My first mentor left us, man. He left a whole group of us young teenage kids. Right after he taught us about the Bible, he just left us. Nice. I didn't think I'd make this much progress today on this thing. I'm doing reading that for myself. Don't worry, John. I'm gonna make you into a full half Korean. It's gonna take some hard work and dedication, but I'm gonna get you there. And trust me, being Korean is way more cooler than being Japanese, alright? We are. Trust me. I love my Japanese brothers, but being Korean is way cooler. Yeah. Yo, this game is super relaxing. It's free on PlayStation right now, so I just download it. I really wonder why why they didn't put adaptive triggers and controller vibration. It would have really upped this game's value, man. So much more than what it is right now. Whoa. Did those lizards just scroll up the wall? Man, you know, I never jumped off this map when I played this on PC, but I just want to know what happens. Do I restart from here, or do I go all the way to the bottom? I might not play this game again if it restarts me to the bottom. Yeah. Oh my god. Bro. I didn't know they wouldn't let you jump off the cliff. No, I see you, game. So you ain't gonna let me do what I want, huh? Oh, that's messed up. Man, if I want to jump off this cliff, I want to jump off this cliff. Alright, no, we're going into dark humor territory. I don't like that. Let's switch gears. That's kind of interesting. We got a fake wall. I never tried it in the first place because I didn't want to lose my progress. I never knew they had invisible walls. That's funny. Oh, come on, man. You little boy, man. What are you supposed to do right now? I would expect we're supposed to jump. Okay, double jump. I see something over there. I see climbable edges. Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay. I think I know what to do. There's always a way forward, young Padawan. What the heck? Oh, yeah, these things. They move. Thank you, little bugs. Dang, those bugs. Dude, they're strong now that I think about it. I didn't think about it when I first played this game, but dude, if they're able to hold off a human, those bugs are way stronger than ants, man. If ants were that size, I wonder, would they be that strong? Science always says the ants are what? They carry 100 pounds more than their actual weight. If they were that size, would they be able to? Nah, they wouldn't. I'm not talking about this craziness. I'm thinking like some pothead right now. Sudoku. That's the kind of thinking that potheads think like when they smoke a little bit of weed, man. Nonsense. And don't worry, I used to be one, so. See, if anybody ever tries to come at me and say, oh, why are you making fun of this, people, and that? Like, I always have a defense because I've been one of them. So I can make, I believe that if you used to be something, you can make fun of them. I used to be fat, so I have all the rights to make fun of fat people if I want to. And I'm Asian, so I can make fun of us Asian people all the time. I think that's just humor 101 of things that we can do. Did you just lead me back to the same spot? Okay, now I want to do this. You stupid game. Oh my gosh. Dude, what was the point? Wait a minute. No. Something changed. I got this thing. Yeah, that's right. Okay. That's right. There we go. Thank you, little Susie Q. Oh my god, what is this, like a... Oh, I thought it was a guinea pig. Where are you going, buddy? Where are you running off to? I just want to see where it goes. Oh, it just goes in a circle. Oh! Oh, I like that. It's exactly what a rat would do. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's 11:40. Oh, should I play something else before I go to sleep? What should I play? I don't know. I didn't want to play anything stressful, but now I think I'm pleased to play something stressful. Ooh, maybe we should play Darksiders. Yeah, maybe we should play some Darksiders, homie. Oh, I thought you died. That's crazy sound effect. Yeah, is there a save button? Yeah, I'm gonna switch up the game. It's time to switch up the game. Johnny Boy, I don't know if you left or you're here or not, but I'm switching up the game. It's time to play some Darksiders or something. I'm maybe ready or not. Anyways, I always feel like I have to say something at the end because I don't know if one person's gonna watch this or something. But I spoke about a lot of things today, and I always say this: my opinions are my opinions. If anything I say offends you, it doesn't. I don't mean to. But do understand this: everyone has opinions. You gotta understand, and you gotta be able to place yourself in other people's shoes. So if you don't do that and you just judge someone without being able to do that, then I guess that's the choice you live. But it's a lot better when you place yourself in other people's shoes. Then you won't be so bitter and you can forgive people. Even if you don't have anything in common, or if you really don't like that person's personality, you still can let it go. So anyways, bye-bye, homies.